Hello, welcome back. This is Jeff Byers. This is Annie150, and this is Module 6. This is going to be a three-part series where we're going to start with the low poly modeling, and we're going to do 2 sci-fi crates, and then we're going to move on to the second week, which is Module 7, which is modeling a high poly sci-fi crate. It'll be 2 of those. And then Module 8 will be bringing all the low poly and high poly into the texturing. We're going to UV map it, of course, texturing and rendering both of the sci-fi crates. So that'll be part 3. So we have a 3-week series, so it'll take us 3 weeks to get through it. But we'll go ahead and start with Module 6. Again, you kind of got the gist of what we're going to be doing. You guys can reach me, please. Contact me at jbyers3@jcc.edu, and the introduction will be right here that you're listening to right now. And the weekly schedule has not changed and will not change, so it's the same time every Sunday. Well, actually, everything starts on Monday. Wednesday, you need to get your discussion post, your initial post in. And then Sunday, you need to reply by Sunday. And Sunday at 11:59, everything is due. That's what you got to remember. Your quiz, everything is due. Just remember Sunday night at 11:59, everything's due. Just keep that in mind, in the back of your mind. Again, the Module 6 course assignment, you're going to create this is very simple. You're going to create a large and small low poly sci-fi crate. That's it. I've got references, but I'm not going to be actually using those references because I actually created the way the crate looks. I drew it out, and it was very simple to do. And so there's a specific way I want you to model it. So if you want to bring references in, more power to you. I'm going to give those to you. But I want you to know that there's a specific way I want you to model. If you go on your own, then you might run into issues or problems later on how the techniques that I use makes it a lot simpler later on in the videos. So you may get lost if you try to go on your own. If you're a very accomplished modeler, go ahead and do it on your own. But again, I want you to have the exact same result that I have. If not, then you could get points taken off. Okay? Alright, so let's go ahead and scroll down. Alright. Alright, so course assignment, you got the gist of it. Basically high poly, low poly. You can get your materials here, or you can just right click over the object and go save image as. Okay? So these are the 2 that I give you. This is the crate that we're going to be modeling. And I go through the how to get everything set up for part 1, part 2. We start blocking things out. Part 3, we start refining with the handles and the latches. And then part 4, and then part 5. Now part 5, I want you to stop at the time of 8 minutes. Okay, that should get you to this point. Alright, so stop there. Make sure you save your work incrementally. And I've got, I know you guys don't like it when I put that in there, but hopefully you understand why I do it, because it's so important that you guys save all the time. And if you're not saving every 10 minutes, at least save after each video. Okay? And save in a sequence. That's really important. Alright, so you're done here, and then you're going to model your low poly small here. This crate here, and this is just an example of what your large crate will look like perspective wise. You're going to have your large and your small right next to each other. Okay, when you guys give me your screenshots and your renders. Alright, so when you're done, I congratulate you, of course. Job well done. And how I'm going to grade you is the grading rubrics here. It's basically, did you follow my instruction? Does your your crate look like mine. I do not want you to deviate from that, my design, because first of all, if you deviate, I don't know how I'm going to grade you on how close you get. So if you go on your own, you're going to get a very poor grade. I'll tell you that right now. And I want you to follow these instructions exactly. I want your stuff to look exactly like mine. Now, when you get later on, when we move forward, I'm going to loosen things up a little bit. But right now we're going to try to get the exact same thing. That's how I'm able to grade you precisely if you miss something. Now, these things, when we get into the high poly, I give you a little more freedom in how you want to bake details into the high poly, and that's when you can kind of run with it, but the basic shape has to be exactly like mine. Okay, exactly. So the low poly basically is what I'm saying. The low poly has to be exactly the same as what I've got. Okay, all right. So we've got the low poly. The large low poly is worth 5 points, and the small low poly is worth 5 points, meaning that 5 points meaning it's free of modeling errors, n-gons, and non-manifold geometry. And you should be pretty good if you follow the video tutorials perfectly. You should be good to go. And then we've got the turn instructions. You'll have that video here on how I want you to turn it in. Of course, you got your deliverables here. And then I'll have probably some examples here, but make sure I'm not going to put all the examples. I may have like 8 or 4 of the screenshots. I'm only going to do 1 just as an example, and then a 1 of the render. At the very beginning I basically put everything on here because I didn't want you guys to miss anything, but now you've done it so much that all I need to do is maybe show 1 example or 2 examples, and pretty soon I won't be showing you examples. You guys will just be following this now. Anyway, so that's it. If you have questions or concerns or something's not showing up, please let me know. Sometimes when I drag and drop images on here, it doesn't catch. So if you see it on the video, it's different when you see it as a student, and I can't get on because I have everything opening up on Monday, so I don't know, and so sometimes I get on there at 8 in the morning, sometimes 9 o'clock, but if I get in there early, I usually I'll find these little things that happen. But no worries, it should be an easy week for you guys, so knock it out the first day or 2 and get it all finished, and that way you have the rest of the week to work on other assignments or just relax and play some video games or whatever. This week will be easy. This week will be pretty easy, but get it done. And it may take you maybe 2-3 hours or 4 hours at the most to do, but it's pretty short. Anyway, enjoy the week and have fun creating the low poly sci-fi crate. And I will see you soon. I'll see you next week. All right.